The Galactic Council's growing fear. The massive space station Kepler-7 floated in the neutral zone between three galaxy spirals. Its biometallic walls pulsed with a gentle rhythm that kept the station's artificial gravity stable. Inside the central chamber, beings from across the known galaxy had gathered for an emergency session. The air shimmered with translation fields as dozens of different languages filled the room. Supreme Commander Thrix stood at the center of the circular table. His mantis-like body towered 8 feet tall, with 4 arms that moved in calculated gestures. His compound eyes reflected the holographic star map floating above the table. Today, those eyes held a deep worry that his species rarely showed. Council members, Thrix began, his voice carrying through bioacoustic amplifiers, we face a problem that has plagued our galaxy for 4 centuries. The small blue planet in Sector 7 Alpha continues to be our greatest mystery. Admiral Kess spoke from her position across the table. Her crystalline body rang like wind chimes when she moved, creating musical tones that her species used for communication. The translation field converted her crystal song into words the others could understand. 23 invasion fleets, she sang, 23 different civilizations. All gone without a trace. Not one ship has returned. Not one message has been received. It is as if they simply vanish when they reach that system. Dr. Venom floated nearby in his environmental chamber. His gaseous form swirled in patterns of blue and green, occasionally forming what looked like faces before dissolving again. When he spoke, his voice seemed to come from everywhere at once. The humans, he said, the word carrying disdain, appear to be nothing special. Bipedal mammals with basic technology. They still use chemical rockets for space travel. Their weapons fire metal projectiles. By every measurement we use, they should be easy to conquer. Captain Irrell slammed one of his scaled fists on the energy table, causing ripples to spread across its surface. His reptilian features were twisted with frustration. Easy to conquer, he hissed, yet the Zarkan Empire sent 500 ships and found nothing. The Hive Collective sent 1,000 ships with their most advanced bioweapons. Gone. The Crystal Federation tried with 2,000 ships and their metaphase technology. Vanished. Thrix raised one of his forearms for silence. The pattern is always the same. We detect the invasion fleet approaching Earth's solar system. Then nothing. No explosions, no battles, no distress signals. Just silence. A new voice joined the conversation. Ambassador Keth rolled forward on her mechanical legs, her spider-like body clicking against the chamber floor. Her 8 eyes blinked in sequence as she accessed her memory banks. I have studied every species that attempted to invade the human world, she said. The Void Hunters with their reality-tearing weapons. The Solar Empire with their star-powered destroyers. The Night Shapers who could bend darkness itself. Each civilization was more advanced than the humans in every way. Yet all failed. Dr. Venom's gaseous form swirled faster, showing his agitation. What if the humans have made an alliance? Some species we have not encountered. Some force that protects them. Admiral Kess chimed softly, our deepest space probes show no evidence of outside help. The humans appear to be alone in their system. No alien technology signatures, no advanced energy readings beyond what they should possess. Thrix activated the holographic display, showing Earth's solar system in detail. The small blue planet rotated slowly, looking peaceful and defenseless. This is the most observed system in our galaxy. We have watched these humans for centuries. They fight among themselves constantly. They have hundreds of separate nations. They worship different gods. They speak thousands of languages. They should be easy to divide and conquer. Should be, Captain Irrell repeated bitterly. That phrase has haunted every military commander in this galaxy for 400 years. The chamber fell silent as each being contemplated the mystery. Finally, the eldest member of the council spoke. Ancient Seer Morth had lived for over 2,000 years and had witnessed the rise and fall of dozens of civilizations. His energy form flickered weakly, held together by technology that was old when most species were still learning to make fire. Perhaps, his mental voice whispered into their minds, we have been asking the wrong questions. Instead of wondering why we cannot conquer these humans, maybe we should ask what happens to our people when they reach that world. The suggestion sent a chill through the assembled beings. Dr. Venom's form turned a darker shade of blue. You think the humans are not destroying our fleets but converting them somehow? Or capturing them, Admiral Kess sang nervously. Studying them. Learning from them. Thrix's compound eyes reflected the star map as he considered this possibility. If the humans possess some unknown capability to neutralize entire invasion fleets without destroying them, they are far more dangerous than we imagined. Ambassador Ketha's mechanical legs clicked rapidly against the floor, a sign of deep thought in her species. There is another disturbing possibility. What if the humans are not what they appear to be? What if their primitive appearance is an elaborate deception? The chamber erupted in various sounds of disbelief. Clicks, chimes, hisses, and gaseous swirls filled the air as the translation fields worked overtime. An entire species pretending to be primitive. Captain Irrell's scales shifted color with skepticism. For what purpose? To lure in potential threats, Thrix said slowly, his voice carrying a new note of respect. If a species wanted to study galactic military technology and tactics, what better way than to appear helpless and wait for others to attack? Dr. Venom's form stilled completely, a sign of shock in his species. They would learn from every invasion attempt. Study every weapon, every strategy, every weakness of their attackers. The implications hit the Council like a wave. If the humans had been collecting military knowledge from 23 different civilizations over 4 centuries, they would possess a combined understanding of galactic warfare that exceeded any single species. Admiral Kess's crystal song turned to a minor key, expressing fear. Our probe data shows their cities, their technology, their infrastructure. All appears genuinely primitive. Unless they have mastered deception on a planetary scale, Thrix finished. Ancient seer moth's energy form pulsed brighter for a moment. There is wisdom in appearing weak when you are strong. There is greater wisdom in learning from your enemies instead of simply destroying them. The Council sat in uncomfortable silence as they processed this theory. Finally, Supreme Commander. Thrix made the decision that would change the course of galactic history. Enough speculation, he declared, his forearms moving in a gesture of finality. The Galactic Council authorizes the formation of the largest military force in our history. 15 species will contribute their most advanced ships and weapons. We will assemble 75,000 vessels with every type of technology and strategy our civilizations possess. The chamber stirred with both excitement and fear. This would be an invasion force large enough to conquer entire star systems. If the humans have some secret weapon, Thrix continued, we will discover it. If they have hidden allies, we will find them. If they are more advanced than they appear, we will force them to reveal their true capabilities. And if they are simply the primitive species they seem to be, then we will solve this mystery once and for all. Captain Irrell's scales shifted to a determined red. When do we depart, Supreme Commander? The fleet assembles at Junction Station in 30 standard cycles, Thrix replied. This time, someone will return to tell us what makes these humans so dangerous. For across the galaxy, on the small blue planet that had become the source of so much mystery, Colonel Sarah Mitchell sat in the depths of the North American Aerospace Defense Command. She stared at her computer screen, watching sensor readings. That should have been impossible. Something massive was moving through deep space, heading toward Earth's solar system. The readings showed not 1 or 2 ships, but thousands upon thousands. This was larger than any invasion force that had ever approached Earth. Sarah reached for her secure communicator, knowing that she was about to set in motion a plan that had been 4 centuries in the making. Control, this is Monitor Station Alpha, she spoke into the device. Confirm massive fleet movement in Sector 7. Estimate 75,000 hostile vessels approaching on standard invasion vector. The response came immediately. Confirmed, Monitor Alpha. Implement Protocol Omega. All defense networks to full readiness. The final lesson is about to begin. As Sarah activated her systems, she allowed herself a small smile. The galaxy was about to learn why no invasion force had ever returned from Earth. But not for the reasons they thought. The truth was far more Complex, far more beautiful, and far more terrifying than any alien civilization could imagine, the largest invasion in galactic history was approaching Earth, expecting to face primitive humans with basic technology. Instead, they were about to encounter the most sophisticated defense network ever created, built with knowledge gathered from 23 previous invasion attempts. Earth had been learning for 400 years, and now it was time for the final examination. The blue planet continued its peaceful rotation, giving no sign of the incredible forces preparing to defend it. But deep beneath its surface, in hidden facilities and secret bases, the most advanced military technology in the galaxy was powering up. Technology that had been reverse-engineered, improved upon, and perfected using the gifts left behind by every species that had ever tried to conquer humanity. The final lesson was about to begin, and the galaxy would never be the same. The final lesson Earth teaches the galaxy. The combined invasion fleet dropped out of hyperspace at the edge of Earth's solar system like a metal storm cloud. 75,000 ships of different shapes and sizes spread across the darkness, representing 15 of the galaxy's most advanced civilizations. Supreme Commander Thrix stood on the bridge of his flagship, watching the tactical display with satisfaction mixed with caution. All ships report ready, Admiral Kess chimed from her position at the communications array. This is the largest military force ever assembled in galactic history. Dr. Venom's gaseous form swirled with anticipation. Surely nothing can stand against such overwhelming power. Even if the humans possess some secret weapon, they cannot match the combined might of 15 civilizations. Captain Iril studied the sensor readings with growing confusion. Commander, I am detecting strange energy signatures throughout this system. The asteroid belt appears to be modified. Several moons are showing artificial structures. Even the gas giants have unusual readings. Thrix moved to the sensor station, his compound eyes processing the impossible data. The solar system looked nothing like their intelligence reports had indicated. What should have been a simple star system with 9 planets now showed signs of massive engineering projects on every celestial body. How long have these modifications been in place? He asked. Ambassador Ketha's mechanical legs clicked as she processed the deep sensor data. Commander, according to gravitational analysis and energy decay patterns, some of these structures have been here for over 300 years. The humans have been preparing for invasion for centuries. Before anyone could respond, their communications array activated. A signal was coming from Earth itself. The main display screen flickered to life, showing a human female in what appeared to be a military uniform. She looked remarkably calm for someone facing the largest invasion force in galactic history. Greetings, the human said, her voice clear and confident. I am General Maria Santos of Earth Defense Command. Welcome to our solar system. The bridge fell silent. No species in galactic history had ever welcomed an invasion fleet. I know why you are here, General Santos continued. You want to know what happened to the 23 invasion forces that came before you. You want to understand why no one has ever returned from attacking Earth. I am prepared to show you the truth, but first you must make a choice. Thrix found his voice. What choice, human? You can continue with your invasion attempt and learn the hard way, like all the others. Or you can accept our invitation to land diplomatic shuttles on our moon base, where we will explain everything peacefully. The choice is yours, but I should warn you that if you choose violence, you will not like what you discover. Dr. Venom's form darkened with suspicion. This is obviously a trap. No primitive species would offer to negotiate when facing overwhelming force. But Admiral Kess sang thoughtfully, Commander, what if we send a small diplomatic party? A few shuttles cannot threaten our entire fleet. Thrix considered the options. They had come here for answers and the humans were offering to provide them. Very well. We will send representatives from each species to this moon base. But our fleet remains at full combat readiness. Understood, General Santos replied. Transmitting landing coordinates now. And Commander Thrix, you might want to bring your best scientists and historians. They will find what we have to show you very interesting. 3 hours later, 15 shuttles approached what they expected to be Earth's natural moon. Instead, they found a massive space station disguised as a rocky satellite. The structure was clearly artificial, with docking bays that opened to receive their ships. Inside the station, the alien representatives found themselves in a vast chamber that defied their understanding of human technology. The walls were covered with displays showing star maps, weapon schematics, and detailed analyses of every major galactic civilization. But most shocking of all were the preserved examples of alien technology, arranged like exhibits in a museum. General Santos led them through the facility with obvious pride. "Welcome to Lunar Station, humanity's first and oldest defense installation. We began construction in 1647, after the first alien scout ships were detected approaching our system." Thrick stared at a display showing detailed schematics of his own flagship. "How do you possess information about our technology?" "Our ship designs are classified at the highest levels. Because we have examples of every major ship class used by every species that has visited us," General Santos replied, leading them to another section of the facility. The aliens gasped as they saw it. A massive hangar bay containing ships from dozens of different civilizations. Zakan Empire destroyers sat next to Hive Collective bioships. Crystal Federation vessels rested alongside Void Hunter reality twisters. Every ship was intact, carefully preserved and studied. 23 invasion fleets, General Santos explained. 23 opportunities to learn about galactic technology, military tactics, and scientific advancement. We have been collecting knowledge for 400 years. Captain Irrell's scales flushed with anger. "You destroyed those fleets and kept their ships as trophies." "Destroyed?" General Santos looked genuinely puzzled. "Who said anything about destruction?" "Commander, would you like to meet some of your predecessors?" She led them to another section of the station, and the aliens found themselves face to face with something impossible. Beings from the missing invasion fleets were there, alive and working alongside humans. Zakan warriors operated advanced sensors next to human technicians. Hive Collective drones shared data with human scientists. Crystal Federation engineers collaborated on energy systems. A tall, scaled being approached them. "Greetings, I am Fleet Commander Zek of the Zakan Empire. I led the invasion attempt 40 years ago." He gestured to the bustling activity around them. "We never returned because we chose to stay." Dr. Venom's gaseous form swirled in confusion. "Chose to stay? You were conquered and enslaved." "Not conquered," Zek replied with what might have been a smile. "Convinced. The humans showed us something we had never seen before. A species that learns from its enemies instead of destroying them. A civilization that grows stronger through diversity instead of conquest." General Santos activated a holographic display showing Earth's true technological capabilities. The planet was revealed to be the most advanced world in the galaxy, protected by defensive systems that combined the best technology from dozens of different species. "Every invasion fleet that came to Earth brought us gifts," she explained. "New technologies, new knowledge, new perspectives. We studied everything, learned from everyone, and became stronger. But more importantly, we offered every invader the same choice we are offering you." Admiral Kess chimed nervously, "What choice?" "Join us or leave in peace. We have never forced anyone to stay, and we have never prevented anyone from leaving. But once beings see what we have built here, most choose to become part of something greater." Thrix examined the displays showing Earth's true defenses. Orbital platforms that could destroy entire fleets. Weapons that manipulated space and time itself. Shielding technology that could protect entire star systems. All of it based on alien technology, but improved and perfected through human ingenuity. "Why?" he asked. "Why build all this? What is your true purpose?" General Santos smiled, but her expression grew serious. "Commander, what do you know about the Devourers?" The alien representatives exchanged glances of fear. The Devourers were legend, ancient beings from the galactic core who consumed entire civilizations. "They are not legend," General Santos continued. "They are real, and they are coming. Our long-range sensors detected their scout ships 300 years ago. They will reach this galaxy in approximately 50 years." The holographic display changed to show the galactic core, where massive dark shapes moved between the stars. "When they arrive, they will not negotiate. They will not take prisoners. They will consume every living being they encounter. Unless we are ready to stop them. Dr. Venom's form stilled completely. You have been building a defense force. All this time, all these preparations, you have been preparing to defend the galaxy. Not just defend, General Santos replied. We have been gathering allies. Every species that has come to Earth has had the opportunity to join our galactic defense network. Most have chosen to stay and help prepare for what is coming. She activated another display showing Earth's true fleet. Not just the ships in the hangar, but thousands of vessels hidden throughout the solar system and beyond. Ships crewed by beings from dozens of different species, all working together under human coordination. This is why no one returns from invading Earth, General Santos explained. They do not return because they have found something worth staying for. A chance to be part of something larger than any single species could accomplish alone. Thrix realized that his compound eyes were recording everything. His entire understanding of the galaxy had just been turned upside down. You are asking us to join your defense network. I am offering you the same choice we have offered everyone else. You can return to your fleet and leave our system in peace. You can spread the word that Earth is protected and invasion is pointless. Or you can stay and help us prepare for the real threat that is coming. Ambassador Ketha's mechanical legs clicked rapidly. What guarantee do we have that you are telling the truth? How do we know this is not an elaborate deception? General Santos led them to one final chamber. Inside was a massive communication array, and on the screen was a live image from deep space. A Devourer scout ship, massive and dark, moving between distant stars. Because, she said quietly, we do not have time for deceptions. We have 50 years to unite the galaxy or watch it be consumed. Every species that joins us makes us stronger. Every new technology we learn improves our chances. Every ally we gain brings us closer to being ready for the war that is coming. The alien representatives stared at the image of their true enemy. Suddenly, their invasion fleet seemed small and insignificant compared to the threat approaching from the galactic core. Your fleet can return home and prepare your civilizations for evacuation, General Santos offered. Or you can help us build the greatest defensive alliance in galactic history. The choice is yours, but choose quickly. The Devourers do not wait for anyone. One by one, the alien representatives made their decision. They had come to Earth expecting to solve a mystery. Instead, they had found their purpose. The invasion fleet would not return home because there was no longer any reason to leave. Humanity had taught the galaxy its greatest lesson. Sometimes the strongest defense is not fighting your enemies, but convincing them to become your allies. The small blue planet in the outer rim had spent 400 years gathering the knowledge, technology, and allies it would need to face the greatest threat the galaxy had ever known. The war with the Devourers would begin in 50 years. When it did, Earth would be ready, protected by the combined might of every species that had ever tried to conquer it. The galaxy's greatest mystery had become its greatest hope, and that is why no alien army ever returns from invading Earth. They stay to help save it.